Why sex matters in marriage, the bond, the body, and the balance. Let's start with some serious questions. Why do so many marriages feel perfect on the outside, yet feels empty on the inside? Why do some couples sleep on the same bed, in the same roof, but feels miles apart from each other? Why is it that in many Christian homes, sex is avoided as a topic, despite being a gift from God? Why is it so? How many husbands and wives are silently frustrated, emotionally drained, or even tempted, all because one major area is being ignored? How many divorces, emotional affairs, and unhappy homes could have been avoided if only we understood the real way and purpose of sex in marriage? This is not just another conversation. This is a wake up call. A lot of people talk about sex, but very few talk about it emotionally, spiritually, honestly, and deeply. Even in church, marriage events, or counseling, we often treat it as a side topic or an optional extra. Why is it so? But here is the truth, and let's say it loud and clear. Sex in marriage is not optional, it is very essential. It is not only about physical satisfaction, it's about connection, spiritual unity, emotional bonding, trust, healing, and even worship. Yes, worship, because when it's handled the way God designs it, sex becomes a spiritual experience that strengthens the covenant between husband and wife. So tell me, why are you avoiding this topic? Why do so many marriages suffer in silence? Why are men blamed for wanting it too much and women understood for not wanting it at all? Why are Christian couples afraid to talk about something that God created Himself? That is why here on Love Talk, we are launching this powerful and much needed series called Why Sex Matters in Marriage, the Bond, the Body, and Balance. Look, we're not going to sugarcoat anything. We are going in depth, we are going in spiritual, and we are going to make it very real. Because marriages are failing quietly, not because of lack of money, but because of lack of intimacy, not because of cheating, but because of emotional neglect, not because of big fights, but because of quiet disconnection. Now, here is what you're going to expect in this series. We'll explore sex from multiple power angles. First, the spiritual perspective. Why is sex holy and not dirty? What role does it play in your spiritual life as a couple? Why does the Bible say, do not deprive one another? Why is sex tied to spiritual unity and even effective prayer? How does spiritual neglect of sex open the door to emotional and physical temptation? This is not about doing it, but it is about understanding why it exists and how it mirrors oneness, love, and even divine partnership. Then, after this, we will move to the medical and psychological perspectives. What does sex do to your body? How does it reduce stress, anxiety, and even depression? How do hormones released during sex help in bonding and healing? What are the real effects of months or years without sex actually cause? Can lack of sex cause illness or emotional blackouts? You will definitely be shocked at what science says and how God confirms what He already designed. We will also dig deep into social and emotional signs. How does sex affect communication and teamwork in marriage? What happens when sex is used as a weapon of punishment in marriage? How does consistent and powerful intimacy reduce fights and increases unity? What do children pick up from the unspoken connection between their parents? Sex isn't just about the bedroom, over into everything else. But we need to hear from you. Have you or someone you know struggle with this topic in marriage? Has avoiding or misunderstanding sex caused problem in your marriage? What are your thoughts on sex being both spiritual and practical? Tell us in the comments. No shame. No one is judging you. Let's have real talk in the comment section. You never know, your story could help someone in need. At Love Talk, we deal with real life relationship issues from a godly and down to earth view. We are not here to condemn anyone. We are here to heal, teach, and build marriages that last. So, if you're married, in a serious relationship, or you're even engaged, even if you think you've been married for 20 years and you think you figured it out, trust us, there is more to it. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and please leave a comment because your thoughts actually matters. Let's help people see that healthy intimacy is not sinful, neither is it shameful or selfish. It is sacred. Because when couples understand the power of sex in marriage, they stop surviving and start thriving. So stay tuned for the next video.